Ain't listening. You busy doing stuff. The devil got you doing stuff in God's house. You can't say God got you do it. Then you be down on my God. I ain't gonna appreciate that. God got you doing something right now that you know you should not be doing in God's house.
Amen.
But that's how we mess ourselves up. The devil got your mind so messed up. You do a cell phone, you do things in the church that you know you wouldn't do on that job. Like the courtroom. How many y'all gonna get to court? How many y'all gonna court? How many y'all gonna get to go to court on the cell phone? I mean, so what do you mean? You mean to tell me this courtroom report? So you inside the church? But you won't do the courtroom way. Why? Because you know that is a consequence for doing that in the courtroom. You see how people put that God in the way we think. See, your problem is not that you don't know Jesus. Your problem is you don't think right. When you don't think right, you don't act right. Your thinking control your actions. See? We just walk in the church and think we are those. But you know, see, that's why I tell my listen, I think people know that. They just don't want to do that. Everyone y'all had jobs. Everyone y'all been in courtroom before. You know good and well you give the people. But then you come to the God. You gossiping, you doing stuff you got no business, you getting mad at folks. Well, all the things that we do in God looking at you like this. And you can't say he's looking at you.
All right.
Or he's all watchdog.
Amen.
See all things, know all things, heals all things.
Amen.
And we said we're playing church. But I don't know why you started talking like that. I thought you were a good singer.
All right.
No, you not that they was run in a race, run off. But one received the prize. So run that you may what? Obtain, or that you may win. Why are you in this race to lose? Why are you even in this race to lose? You're not if you're not trying to be a Christian, then why are you bothering to come to church? Why is out there washing your car? Give you a drag. Doing what the world do. You act like the world, you think like the world, why not do what the world do? Why not do it? You act like them, talk like them, hang out with them, party with them, do everything you want them, then something going to the church want to be the world. Run, but one receives the crown. So Paul said, let me whisper to your ear. He said, run that you may win. Run that you may win. You may receive. Well, y'all gonna have a lot of stuff said about you.
That's all right.
If you're gonna get in a race, if you're gonna come to church, you're gonna sound a Christian, and the thing when you do it, don't want to be quiet, to be in a race, like for example, if they give away food stamps, and you know they get away with it at the corner, you gonna call and say, what is the requirement? What do I need to bring? Drive license, phone number, and you know what you want to do. You don't get to go race. Because you cannot follow the instructions to get these food stamps. And guess what I know? Everybody knows that. But what are you doing that Jesus required you? What are we doing that Jesus requires? And the Bible gives you all kinds of requirements in it. Every word in the Bible is by instructions. Every one of them is about instruction. How many of those instructions are you following on a daily basis? Well, no one is none of them. Come on, folks, you don't be reading this. You may read the Bible, you may read something, but you're not reading it. You know how I know? Because the actions of a Christian are different than anybody that act like a Christian. Difference between acting like a Christian and being a Christian. Difference. Day and night. Day and night. So Paul is writing to the Corinthians because the Corinthians had a problem. They had a problem with sex and the marriage. They thought it was sin for man have sex with his own wife. It was just all messed up. That was the craziest time. They were just bad ways. And Paul spent 18 months in Corinth, trying to straighten out the church. This Bible is only written for Christians. Let me make that clear now. Because the Christians, everything God wrote, he wrote to the Christians. He wants to instruct us on how to live our life. All right?
Amen.
So when Paul would talk about racing, see, Paul always went to those Olympic games. He went to these fighting matches. He was an athlete by look. He loved athletics. And Paul used a lot of athletic testimony in his writing to teach. And Jesus wrote parables. Paul wrote illustrations of a thing that he saw and used it as a teaching to teach people how to do things, how to understand the word. So Paul said that in a race, you gotta have 100 people running, man. But guess how many gonna win? How many gonna win? One. You don't have no one winner. It's nothing you do. So he had a winner one. He said, and one that win, he get the prize. He get the little family head. He get the trophy, get the crown. So Paul said, listen, if you're gonna go and join the race and get into the race, he said, and you're gonna get on the track, he said the best thing you do is run.
Amen.
Run. When I ran track in high school, we were running against a lot of Aaron, Brian, Hal, you name it. I led Sister Shannon neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing about Sister Shannon neighborhood, Sister Shannon heard that Marvin would come to town, they wouldn't even come to track me. They knew he wasn't gonna win that. So they wouldn't even come to the track. And they don't go down and Marvin gonna beat us, I ain't going. But what they would do was they would run these races, and all of a sudden he trips and falls. Just when he turned that last corner, he trips and falls. Think what happened there? You win. But if you wasn't running, he tripped and falls, you still gonna lose. Somebody got that, that's the right. That's why Paul said, if you don't run in the race, if you don't run in the run back.
Right.
Run. You never know. You don't know who the fight on that. That one got that basket roast for that devil. She didn't know he was gonna get it, but she knew God would provide. And he did. And he used the devil to do it for him. Come see, God control the devil too now.
Oh, yeah.
He controls it. He ain't out there running by himself. He under watch. God got one under the watch out. So Paul saying, listen, run the race. It's fun to know that every day you have a race to run.
All right.
From the time you do it morning, time you do it at night, you ought to be running the race. You ought to be trying to beat out the devil, trying to beat him out everywhere. Because he's your opponent. The enemy is your opponent. And he keep you frustrated, keep you crying, keep you miserable, like some of you are in your life, then he winning.
Yeah.
You're not winning. Right. Long as you want to put in the eye, you just giving up the can't make it, you are telling the devil, I'm gonna lose this way. My we were down in me and my wife went to track, we went with brother running track. We were following around when he was playing sports. So one day he got the track one day and running, and one of the kids they running the relay. They run the relay. And you know how to relay, you gotta pass the baton, right?
Yes.
And the person gotta receive it before you take out running, right? So this young man was getting ready to take the baton, but what happened somehow where the guy missed his hand, and the baton fell to the ground. And what he did was he picked the baton up, threw it across the field, and walked off the track. Embarrassed his team, his teammates, they the fool out himself. Not only did they lose embarrassingly. He was in the stands saying, what in the world? And this young man walked across that field like he had done that. Some of us are like that young man. We are so used to losing until when we win, we think we lose. And then we want to just throw in the towel, give up, stop trying. Become used to the idea of it just ain't gonna happen to me. God ain't gonna bless me. Some of us in this church right now like that. See, everybody in every crowd there are people like that. We're not teaching this because we just saying something. We're teaching because Spirit say it's somebody here just like that. No matter what happened, you won't keep running. You better stop. Give up. Throw the towel in. Because if you're gonna run this race, your faith says, by getting the end of that race, I am going to be a winner.
All right. Yeah.
If you train for the race, you know you train for it, you've done everything, you concentrated, you worked out, you slept good, you ate good, then you ought to know that this is a 50-50 opportunity. And if I'm on God's side on the 50-50, then I'm going to be the So if you get right down to the why, did y'all watch the movie called Homecoming? Y'all watch the end of that race? When the young girl fell out at the tape? But when she fell down, that was the best runner. So when they went to the camera looking at him, he said, young lady, your time second down in Hades. Had you ever won a trophy before? See, no? He said, we just won now. You just won one.
Yes.
So she knew she could beat this girl was a national known all country runner. And the bet nobody could beat. But this young girl who decided to turn her life over to Jesus, because she used to be a kleptomaniac, she was still everything she saw. I mean, you couldn't lay nothing down about this girl. But when she repented and asked God for forgiveness and started reading the word of Ephesians, she found out that she was not a mistake.
All right.
She found out that she wasn't born to lose. She found out that this is not the way of a Christian to lose. And she began to follow the principle of God in her daily life. And when she got that race, she won it.
All right.
Became a champion. I mean, y'all won't be a champion. It's easy said than done, I guarantee. My son is a trainer. And he had a nephew out there yesterday. And I already know what kind of training my son is. You want to be trained right, you join up with Brandon Buck. Just walk down from his own dad. You want to be trained right, you want to be treated right, you want to be told you can be somebody, that's Brandon. He's training athletes now. And the thing about him is, the phone is comforting. I mean, people call my son, goes in, man, could you train my dog? Could you train my son? And he is beginning to be pretty popular.
All right.
Because he trained young people to be successful in their, when you come back, I ask you to be quiet, young lady. But not right now. And so the whole idea is he's training people. And he got some people. I said, Michael, to get my other there. I mean, I'm saying, you want to put your kid under somebody that knows how to do what he does.
Amen.
You know, I mean, he's on it, but he don't teach him right. He'll get better athlete. He got right. He under somebody that knows how to train athletes. What I'm saying, you got to understand something. God has always put in place people to help you. But you, I told you the other day about getting married. You got to get a baby. Who's gonna marry him? Women try to get home, but they hang around their friends who ain't got no husband, or they hang around their sisters and brother. You will never find nothing hanging around you already know. Ain't never believe that. You already know them. But when you try to find somebody new, you gotta start meeting somebody new. That's how you get over these humps you under. God have never limited us. He have never put a limit on him. He wants you to have the joy of life. He wants that for you. He wants you to have the best of the best. So he is the best of the best.
Amen.
And he wants you to have that. But you got to want it. You got to want it. And the best of the best is not found on the surface. How many of y'all remember you found down with that? You found down on the surface? No. Even when you find, you got to work hard to get down there. He's not being up on top of the ground, but you pick up.
Yeah.
So in our living, we got to live with some kind of expectation. What do God expect of you? Is what you should expect of yourself.
Amen.
And then when you out there running around, you know, God will direct your path.
Yes, he will.
He will direct your path.
Yes, he will.
I know. I've been lost for it. Now I've been found.
Amen.
He will direct your path. Amen.
Amen.
Everybody has to pray. Okay. I'm going to help somebody along this way.
Thank you, Lord.
Too many people just out there or something wrong trying to get money, but I'm trying to get your soul back. We try to get our souls back. Amen. We try to see Jesus on that
Amen.
when his life is over. Amen.
Amen.
So I thank God for the message. Thank God for you. Amen. And thank God for the opportunity to serve him on another day. Amen. So at this time, we're going to